Yeah, so I think you have to remember, well, first of all, I want to say that there are tons of good people in human resources departments, and I've heard from a lot of them, and they really do.
Yes, this is nothing against HR.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, they really do want to help, and I want to make sure that I say that because I've heard from
HR.
So many of them. However, I think you need to realize and understand that people in those departments, where are they getting their paychecks from? You know, you have to understand that if the harasser happens to be somebody who's in charge of paying these people, who are they going to side with? So I advocate in Be Fierce that we should try out a new system so that women feel more compelled to come forward, and so that the enabling stops by other people within the corporation as well, that they also feel empowered to come forward. So here are a couple ideas. I think that companies should have an ombudsman of sorts who's an independent contractor, where the people would feel completely comfortable going to them, he or she, because they know that they're not technically working inside of the company. Mm-hmm. And also, I think we need to change the way in which we do sexual harassment training. So much focus is on what is harassment, and that's fine, but I think we also need to amp it up to talk about bystanders becoming allies. Because so much of the reason that sexual harassment is pervasive is that other people who see it within the workplace are scared also to come forward because they don't want to lose their jobs. And I chronicle in the book men who were brave enough to come forward on behalf of women, and you know what happened to them? They were fired. So we really need to increase the training about how do we let bystanders feel comfortable enough to come forward. And imagine if the leader of a company would get he or she, get the whole group together, but predominantly it's still men running Fortune 500 companies, get them all together and say, from the top down, we're not accepting this in our company. And in fact, we're going to celebrate people who come forward. We're going to celebrate the bystander who sees it and comes forward. Imagine how that would change the dynamic of where we are right now, where it's like, hush, hush, she's a problem, she can't take a joke, and the enabler also fears coming forward. I think that changes the entire dynamic.